What up, fam? It is your boy, just Josh. Let's talk about a couple things. Fam, I just got off the phone with my homeboy. We were just talking, and we were talking about how, like, we think we asked to be here for this. I think that I seriously did ask to be here for this particular event that we're about to see, we're about to experience, we're about to go through. I know it sounds crazy, but all my life I've had this sense of needing to prepare for the end of this system. And it's led me to this particular time period that we're in right now. So I just want to talk to you about some prep and stuff. The title of this one is going to be, I don't know, but my spirit is telling me I need this. Fam, I got a list of things that I'm really working on right now. And look, I know a lot of y'all see my videos and y'all be like, Josh just be talking. Josh is crazy. Da-da-da. Let me pull on my gloves. Josh just be talking. Josh is crazy. He ain't real. He don't. Fam, I'm going to give you a list of the things that I'm working on this weekend. The things that I'm securing. Look, Casey Lil Owl just hit me up and she was like, Putin just declared World War III. War against the West. And I guess supposedly now they're getting ready to start shooting down any Russian aircraft over Ukraine. I cannot scream loud enough where we are at in this thing, fam. I'm gonna keep saying it so I can't say it no more. The government was the first victim of shift of WRL of CW 2.0. The government is gone. And look, I keep saying it, and I'm sure people aren't letting it sink in what I'm saying, but we are living in a time period right now where the government is no longer. Look, what we are living on right now is the fumes of the government. We're living on the fumes of Social Security, the fumes of military pay. We are living on the fumes. The government is done, fam. Let's get into this. This is a list, and I'm going to try my best to explain it to y'all. This is the list of the things that I'm locking down and acquiring and making sure that I have for what is coming within the next couple weeks. Let's go. Power. Let's talk about power. I guess one of the reasons that I really want to get this out is because sometimes I still get comments with people asking me questions that are like, oh, Josh, well, Josh, do you think about this? Yes, fam. This ain't elementary. This ain't high school. This is an advanced preparedness. Deal with me. Let's go. So, power. I think it was Benjamin. I appreciate you. Wellbots. Yes. So right here, this is my power production setup. This is the culmination of maybe 5 years of playing around with solar. I counted today. I went and counted today. I got like 10 solar panels in the backyard. Legit 10 100-watt solar panels. I've set up arrays to power these up. Now, even with this one is 700. That one is 512, and this is just a small tiny one. This is 288 watts. This is my power production, fam. Now listen, and I have the Harbor Freight's gas powered, I think it's 3,500 watt gas generator, but I'm not that is a luxury. That is only going to be good for the first 5 to 6 days of shift because gas is going to be unattainable. That's what I'm talking about. And these right here, let's tap in. So my power production, they're gonna be like, Josh, why you need power? Why do you need electricity? My dad's like, you trying to have the whole house running like it's normal? No, hell no. No. I got probably 15 decent range walkie-talkies that I've purchased that I need to give to my neighbors. And those are gonna have to be powered up routinely. I've got optics and sights and flashlights that I'm gonna need to charge up routinely. Fam, in this house, I'm thinking right now only one room, but possibly 2 rooms that are going to be fortified. No light coming through the windows. And I do want to have a television powered up. I do want to have my Baofangs charged up and listening for any form of information that I can find outside of a 10-mile radius. Fam, I do have a wired camera system. Not the fancy Wi-Fi, not the ring the doorbell and everything that's on your cell phone. No, I legitimately have 3 hardwired cameras that when things go left, I'm gonna go up. I got it all planned out. I've climbed the tree. It's the highest point in the tree, and I'm gonna go ahead and install those 3 cameras wired back to the house with a couple stupid little simple non-smart monitors, so I can at least monitor the surroundings of the house. This is why I need this power. And I need redundancy. So if and for me, power is anywhere from 1 week of shift WROL to possibly 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months without power, fam. I need for y'all to think about that and make sure that you have what you need, or at least you're prepared to go that length of time without power. It could be candles. It could be candles. It could be, I don't know what you would want to come up with. It could be barrels of fire. It could be whatever it is, fam. But I have things that I need to be powered up. So between the solar panels and these should give me a small. I'm not trying to power up cell phones. I just need. I need the things that are necessity to survive, to be able to communicate, to find out what's going on. When the power is out, fam, you ain't gonna know what's going on 5-10 miles from you. You aren't gonna know if the aliens invaded. You aren't gonna know if Russia and China is on the coast invading the country. You aren't gonna know if the closest major city, if the military has created a base and is deciding to go out and hit cities, surrounding cities, and take away arms, or take out the men and only leave the women and children, or sign contracts to get rations. You aren't going to know. So I need comms, man. I need my neighbors on point. I got so many walkie-talkies. I purposely bought that many so that I can have a neighborhood-wide communication system. So I need power. So I'm purchasing I told you this one's 7, this one's 5, this one's 288. I want 1,000 watt. And that's not too crazy. It's 350. It's a Delta 2, EcoFlow Delta 2. Hey, Vision, if you're watching this, bro, shoot me an Opus code. I need to look at Opus. I've only ran with EcoFlow because it's been so reliable and it's been flawless. But shoot me an Opus code, and if it's good enough, I'll go with Opus. Next up, pew pews. Pew pews. All right, let me just tell you, fam. I met guys that can do things with pew pews that I couldn't even believe. It's windage, just knowing elevations, just knowing MOAs, just knowing the feel of. That's not me. That's not me, fam. To this day, and I go to the range often. But when I go to the range, somebody's in the lane next to me. And you know, I'm practicing with a pistol, and whatever it is that they have, it sounds like a cannon. It's boom, and I can feel the pressure. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I'm like, what the hell are they shooting? But then too, I'm like, it motivates me to make sure that I am never defenseless to get hit by something that is busting that strong, that loud. I don't know if that makes any sense. I respect firearms. I respect the power. I can still remember the first time I went into a range and I was scared to death at how much power came out of that barrel when that trigger was squeezed. I respect that, and that is what motivated me to at least be in a position to, if not overpower, to be able to distribute equal force and power to make it another day. I'm not crazy about guns. I don't want to say I wish that they were never invented, but I'm not crazy about guns. I just understand what I'm gonna need to survive, what I'm gonna need to thrive in shift WOL. And so with that being said, I've got 2, not 1, but 2, 5 to the 5 to the 2 times 3s coming, 10.5s. with a whole lot of freedom seeds. Now that is on top of everything that I already have. So I have enough to have a small force. I want to be able to strap plates on people. I want to be able to say, hey, here you go. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. If you see anything move in that direction, just keep pulling the thing until they stop. My kid is beautiful. And with that, while we're talking about pew pews, I need you to understand that, look, I am known as Josh, Mr. End of the World. Everybody in the family and the extended family knows that I am the crazy nut end of the world guy. Everybody knows that I have prepared. Everybody knows I got storage. They know. And so there's been a few people that I've told, look, I'm going to be honest with you. Look, when things get crazy, just come here. But what I'm preparing for is when the people that have always thought that I was joking finally realize, oh my God, this is real and this is dangerous and we have no idea what to do. And I'm scared to death. And look, all those other pretty options that they mentioned to me, oh no, we're going to go over here, Josh, when that happens. Oh no, we're going to be all right. We're going to go to this country. We're going to fly out of... When you can't fly, when you really can't drive too much, when you really can't do anything because things are chaotic, everyone who knows that Josh is Mr. End of the World is going to be coming in this direction. That is what those extra pews are for. Because I'm going to put you to work. You're going to stand guard. You're going to be shoveling the gardens. You're going to be maintaining the solar panels. You're going to be doing something. Put you to work. That's the extra pews. For anybody that's kind of iffy on the fence, look, I'm talking to my dad. He's like, I got a Glock and that's all I need. I got a 30-round magazine. I'm like, boy, you stupid. I'm like, what you gonna do if you need to take something out that's 3-4 houses down the street, 2 houses down the street? That ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna hit nothing. So look, so what I do is just me. So what I do is, and I've played around with these things over the years. But what I do is, I'll go to one site and get a lower, maybe $100. I'll go to another site and get an upper, bolt carrier group, everything, maybe 200, and then I'll go and get an optic. Flip up sights and an optic, and there you go. Talking 380 max, 400 max. You can stand your ground with something like that. That's what I'm working on. I'm waiting for 2 to come my way right now. As far as food, I talked about Mylar bags, packaging, Amazon. You should invest in this. You can still get the assortment of Mylar bags, thin, not the thick, not the thin ones, with the oxygen absorbers, still at a decent price. $15, $25, $35, depending on the assortment. What I'm working on right now, as far as food, fam, I'm trying to tell y'all how real this is. Ghee. I need a shit ton of ghee. So I already have the jars with the lids, and I'm gonna go ahead this weekend. I'm gonna go ahead and find out who has the cheapest butter, and I'm gonna go ahead and I need at least 12, 15, maybe 12 jars of ghee. And then once I get that sorted out, then I'm gonna go back and I've got tons of rice already, but I need more rice, grits, oatmeal. I've got powdered milk. As far as the water, Viver, you can go on Amazon, but Viver has the plastic 200-gallon 200-gallon water. What do you call them? They hold water. It's like a plastic bag. It unfolds, and you can put 200 gallons of clean drinking water in these water containment things. They're plastic. They're rubber. I've got 2 of those, 250 gallons each. Those, the minute things go left, super stupid left, I'm filling those up. I don't care if it comes out of the tub faucet, the bathroom faucet, the kitchen faucet, I don't care. I'm filling those up. So then that's a valid 300 to 400 gallons of clean, purified drinking water. Probably go ahead and throw some purification tabs in it if I need to. As far as the other water catchment, I've got two of the barrels in the backyard. They're not set up. I don't have the faucet screwed into the bottom of them, but I will when the time comes. I've already got the attachments to attach them to the gutters when the time comes, so that whenever it rains, we can catch some water. Water purification. I've got a knockoff Berkey. I've got all the water filters. I've got a homemade Berkey. I've got extra water filters, purification, that type of thing. So right now, it's as far as the food, it's the rice, it's the grits, it's the oatmeal. It's the fill you up foods, because that's what's going to be priority. It's not going to be so much. I've got tons of canned meat, canned beef, canned chicken, canned pork. I've got tons of that. But to be honest with you, the 6 o'clock in the morning, sun's just coming up. You've been staying up all night. You're going to want a cup of instant coffee, maybe a little bit of sugar. I don't know. And then it's going to be super nice to have a nice bowl of hearty grits, buttery, salty grits, or oatmeal, depending on if you're from the north or the south. Let's see, what else do we have? And then, so I've got to find a good watch. So right now I've got this little Tozo fancy. It's not fancy. It's like $50. It's a Amazon, one of those smart watches. This has got to go. Shift WOL. I need a hardcore 3-year life battery. Basic. Tell me the time. I'll try to find something with some form of a compass, but that's it. That's all I need. So right now, that's what I'm working on. Food, pews, solar. Fam, I hope that you're working on a list of necessities, because that's what time it is. The Insurrection Act is about to be invoked, which is going to be followed by martial law. Casey Littlewhile just sent me something saying Russia just declared war against the West. Things are about to escalate. We are just now stating that we're going to shoot down any Russian planes. Fam, y'all don't understand. We got 3IA Atlas doing very weird things. The good book is coming to life in all of its ways. What I'm preparing for is initially a collapse of the internet, clean drinking water, and power. What's gonna do most people in is gonna be the silence. Going from being over connected to absolutely everything to being connected to absolutely nothing. No Instagram, no YouTube, no Facebook, no TikTok, no nothing. That is what I'm preparing for. And to be honest with you, that is what is going to drive a lot of people absolutely crazy, and probably to their end in the initial stages of Shift and WOL, is the fact that they are no longer as connected as what they were. No filters, no eyelashes, no likes, comments, and subscribes, no building up your well-being from comments of "you're so beautiful" or comments of "I enjoy your content so much." None of that. It's gone. You're going to have to be able to mentally stand on your absolute own. That's what I'm preparing for. That's why I need that power. Because when the grid is no longer gridding, I'm going to have to be able to figure out how to charge up my optics, my walkie-talkies, my comms, how to turn on a television for a little bit to catch some emergency broadcast signals from the GLV, just to be able to try and read between the BS that they will be feeding me about how the left is being absolutely squashed and things are being returned back to normal. And then just a few weeks, government will be brought back to normal, and how you will have to find your local Walmart and come in under the safety of the United States military and take the new and the new, what is it, the new mark of the MOB, and sign your life, your soul away on the contract for the government. in order to get some measly, stinking rations from the local Walmart. Fam, that's where we're headed. The good book is coming to life. And then on top of that, 3IA Atlas is doing weird stuff. You cannot tell me that all these years of UFOs flying over nuclear sites and shutting down nuclear missiles and letting us basically know that we are not going to be destroying this planet by nuclear weapons, that they just randomly happen to show up in our solar system at the particular time when we're on the verge of actual nuclear annihilation. There's nothing coincidental or random about any of this, fam. Fam, I think I was really put here to go through this. Yeah, it's so crazy. Look, I'm telling you, I can't tell you how I'm gonna go out, but I'm probably gonna go out fully kitted. Yeah, fully kitted. Just I tell you, I keep going to the range, and I can hear the 5.56 and the 308s, and I can hear all the big calibers just busting, just boom, boom, boom. The pressure and just the power and the force and the velocity, and to unleash all that freely upon the United States of America in cities and neighborhoods and houses and apartments, just randomly, just WROL is absolutely ridiculous. And for me, the only thing that I can come up with to try and hopefully survive for a short period of time, because I ain't gonna make it all the way through, but for a short period of time, is to have just as much force and lethality as the things that I hear in the gun range. Y'all don't even understand. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow, fam. It's Friday. It's payday. Puny paycheck day. Puny paycheck. Look, I'm gonna go through the comments, and look, I know I got a couple Saturdays. I know I got some Thursdays. I know I got some Fridays. And the only thing I can tell you, fam, is just don't fall for the whole left and right paradigm. Don't fall for it, because that's what is. Look, I ain't even gonna get into all that. Anybody who has the means and the ability to purchase a pew pew, you should, for your own defense. Anyone who has kids, anyone who has daughters, anyone who has small sons, you should. You legitimately should. It is your responsibility to defend and protect until you can no longer defend and protect. That's all. That's really all I got. We're headed for some pretty wild times, fam. It's here. We're in it. It's not coming. It's here. And let me just give you my rationale for that. This is solely just my rationale. And one thing about me is that I don't project, I don't promote, I don't expect anybody to do anything other than what they believe and what they see. And I respect every damn idea that everybody has. That's just how I am. But the fact that we have a standing president wanting the United States military practicing in the United States for the real deal against United States citizens, be it left, right, whatever. This midterm thing ain't happening. You've already been told. To my Christians, just get out and vote this one time. We're going to have it so fixed next time you won't have to. They already told you that. The story about this snake. You've already been told the story about this snake. Was it frozen? And when it unthawed, it bitter. And said, hey, I told you I was a snake. They got to tell you. I saw a video earlier about a military dude saying, hey, look, we just got our marching orders. We're going into Afghanistan. That's firing up, along with Venezuela, along with UKR and Russia. How about just the other day? China was talking about the 61. Count 60 nuclear warheads in one ICBM. 60. If one hits a location, you can't go back to that spot for 10, 15 years because it's radiated. 60. And then one, the hydrogen bomb that nobody else has. Fam, they're playing. They're playing. 3IA Atlas is going to have xenomorphs and weird things in the sky. It's going to drop off some probes. That's what I'm thinking. The good book. The fallen angels versus the return. It's going to be strange things in the sky. The plasmoids, the UAPs. It's going to be strange things taking place in the sky. It's going to be bad enough that you're going to be on your little plot of land, your little house, trying to defend it from the zombie horde, the hungry, the militias, the bandits, the people trying to take what you got and burn it down. And then you're going to look up in the sky and you're going to see wars of UAPs and just crazy, unexplainable stuff. And guess what? You won't be able to call anybody. You ain't going to be able to call 911. You ain't going to be able to call nobody. The phone won't work. I don't know. Do what you can right now. I ain't saying run up to credit cards. I ain't saying go into debt. Do what you can with the sense of urgency right now, because it's coming. We're in it. I'm going to sleep. Josh, peace out. I'm gonna go through the comments and we're gonna do something with the days of the week, because that's imperative. I think Miss Sharon's gonna be the only one talking about Monday. Peace out.